7 Action News, always taking action for you.
We're going to end this week and begin this Friday night with some incredibly good news.
Yes, indeed. Steve Utash, the man brutally beaten after a traffic accident, is finally home tonight. Utash has been recovering from severe injuries for weeks now. He has finally been discharged from the hospital.
Tonight, his family is talking only to 7 Action News reporter Jeff Vaughn. Jeff?
Well, Stephen, good evening. Family members tell me that Stephen Utash has a long list of things that he wants to do. He wants to get back to work. He wants to drive his pickup truck, but most of all, he's happy to be home.
Stephen's son, Joe, talks to me about his father and says the man that was severely beaten is slowly getting his memory back and is finally home after 6 weeks of medical care. Here's the latest photo released by the family of Stephen with his daughters earlier this week from the DMC Rehabilitation Institute, a medical facility specializing in neurological injuries. Now, Thursday afternoon, Stephen was released from the institute and is now under the care of his fiancée at his home in Macomb County, the first time he's been out of the hospital since April 2nd, when Utash was beaten by a mob of men after getting out of his work truck to help a 10-year-old boy he accidentally hit when the child darted into traffic on the city's east side. Doctors say Utash sustained trauma to the head and immediately after the attack was placed in a medically induced coma. 2 weeks later, and a day after a citywide night of healing spurred by the attack of Utash, the tree trimmer woke from the coma and began his road to recovery. Joe didn't grant Action News an interview at his father's request. His dad telling family members he doesn't want the attention and he's no rock star. But Joe did say his father is grateful for all the support, the prayers, and money raised to help with his medical costs. A check of the fund to help Utash shows it has grown to $186,000, with people still donating as of this week.
Now, 5 men have been charged in connection to the beating of Stephen Utash, one charged with ethnic intimidation. And tonight I talked to police. They tell me this case still remains open and more arrests may be made. Live Macomb County, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News. Caroline.
I'm sure, Jeff, a lot of people just happy to hear he's on the mend. Thank you so much for the update tonight, Stephen.